are you doing?
Ladies and
It's
gentlemen,
working.
children of all ages, grab yourself a cold beer and prepare yourself to listen to the worst podcast ever to come out of upstate New York. It's the Tuesday Night Tank Show. And now, here's your hosts, Mark H. Delfs and Bill Dr. Seuss Susie.
Yay!
We need show titles, like, really badly. We've only got one show title so far. It's Bend Over Kenobi, which I love.
Bend Over Kenobi?
Bend Over... Obi? I forgot Obi. Obi Bend Over Kenobi.
Obi Bend Over Kenobi.
All right, I guess here we are again. So it's... welcome to the Tuesday Night Tank Show for Tuesday, November 3rd, broadcasting live right here on Ustream.tv every week at 10:15 Eastern Time. As always, the lovely Dr. Seuss is joining us via Skype.
How you doing?
There he is with his head cold. And myself, the TNT Shark. This is show number 32 for those
40,000 million.
32 for keeping track at home on the podcast. Where can these people find 31 through 1?
On the iTunes Music Convenience Store.
And it's open 24 hours, so you guys can
24
go
hours
there
a day, 7 days a week.
for free and get all the old episodes.
In
With
53 countries.
yeah, Red Leader's on a lot of the old episodes, and Foo Bar's there, and Dizzy Cub is in a lot of the episodes, and Junkyard Dog and 4-1s. But I'm not going to steal your thunder because you always go through all the chat room and
now I can do that.
the 4 people that are here. So.
Well, now I can do that. I can actually read all the chat rooms because I have a chat room thing.
But first, you have to tell them what the show is about before you even get to that.
The Tuesday Night Tank Show is an alcohol-fueled show starring 2 idiots, me, and him, a chat room who are profusely drinking, and a bunch of dumb stories.
Awesome. What about the chat room? You want to read all those names and don't
this week
miss
we have
anybody.
in the chat room. I'll start from the bottom and go on the way up. We have Tybee Guy, Saki21, Samo Guido, Red Leader 56.6, Randy Narco 2002, Moth the Flame, Metal Man 3009, Loudwater, Lynn Jeanette 666, Junkyard Dog, It's 4-1s, Generic Gamertag, Excalibur 2K4, Fubar, Dizzy Cub, Blue Leader 656, Rachel Babel, Paradox, Oh Lord Amen, Fireman 17, Cool Dude, and Jimmy Mac.
I don't think you missed anybody this time at all.
I have Kalilakokali.
You have Kahlua, just like I do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't miss anybody this time. That's great. Keep doing that.
Well, I'm not using the other chat room.
The flash chat is off. Did you miss Dizzy Cub?
No, I said I had him in there.
Did you miss Dizzy Bear?
I know I had him too.
Dizzy Cup?
I had that too.
Yeah, Ninjet says in the chat room she needs to change her name. Her name is a little hard to say. It's Lil Ninjet 666-1.
A little Ninjet.
It's a little tough, but you did good.
Well, on the screen here, it's a little tough because all the L-I-L-I-N, it all kinds of goes together.
Yeah, it's fine. You did a good job. That's much better. So as he said, we actually pick stories every week, dumb stories, ridiculous stories, and we just read them. He reads one, I read one, he reads one, I read one. But you always start, unless you have a small talk. What's going on in your life? Is the pig dead, or did you kill any dogs? What's going on?
No, everything's normal.
You're sick.
We're all trying to get better. We're all trying to get healthy again.
Yeah.
I had the flu. I was all sore and achy, and now it's all going to my head. I can't hear. So
it's not.
Other than that, I'm doing fine. I just keep trucking along, keep going to work, keep doing what I do.
Was it the swine flu or not the swine flu? Because I know you have a pig in your house now, so I would assume that.
I think it was the swine flu.
All right.
Pretty sure.
Well, you're all alive, so that's good.
Yeah. So there.
Well, nothing's going on here. I don't want to talk about anything, so.
Okay, yeah.
I hate you. I hate everybody in the chat room.
I hate everything and hate all of you.
So,
this is actually, this is my first story, and it's in honor of Halloween. I have a couple Halloween-based story, and this was actually sent over by Tybee Guy as well. I think we both were thinking of the same idea.
Yep, go ahead.
It's pretty funny. So this guy has a pretty interesting costume. He actually has a costume where he's a breathalyzer.
Oh, that's my story, you fucking asshole.
Your story
damn
too?
it. Yes,
Tybee
I got
Guy sent
that.
this to me.
Fucker.
I think it's fairly humorous. He's got this outfit that looks like a breathalyzer, and at the bottom he's got like the blower part. It says blow here, and it's in his crotch. So obviously you can tell that's pretty fun.
It is great. It's a great idea. It's a great costume.
But the worst part about it is that he's a moron and he gets busted for drunk driving.
Exactly.
So according to the police report, 18-year-old James N.P. Miller of Cincinnati was seen driving the wrong way out of an entrance to a one-way street in East Park Place in Oxford. All right. I think that's in Ohio, I think. So,
All right.
And essentially, officers executed a traffic stop and, found that Miller was wearing a breathalyzer costume. And they probably laughed a little bit. After an investigation, police said Miller was found to be operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Inside his car, officers allegedly found an open container of Bud Light in the center console. Officers also found what was left of a case of Bud Light in the passenger side front seat and in the trunk. So
Not good.
he was ready to party.
So it's funny, like we have these Halloween stories. We already did a Halloween show, but these stories happened after the fact.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do this. I will take your breathalyzer story, and I will raise your breathalyzer story with a breathalyzer story, because not only did that happen where you were talking about it, but right in your very backyard, Dr. Seuss, the same exact thing happened to a totally different person. I'm not kidding you either. I'm going to start the Halloween music.
Say that again now? In my own backyard?
Yep, in your own backyard, which is, Albany County, right up here. Not your backyard, but our backyard.
I was going to say, they must be in the pool.
This is a local story to us here in Albany County. So our police department in Albany County made 25 arrests this past weekend.
Sorry, that article is no longer available. Home.
I'm reading it right now on the screen. I will copy and paste the whole entire article, and then I'm going to come over there and slap you right in the chest. Here we go. There's the article. I copied the whole thing in for you. So let me read it real quick. Police in Albany County made 25 arrests this past weekend during the blanket DWI Halloween patrol, which they announced all week. I mean, you're a fucking asshole if you didn't hear that all over the place. Except for one man didn't get the message. He was dressed in a breathalyzer Halloween costume. It's the same costume as your story. It's just a different guy. But the funny part of this guy is he took him right into the police station. And this guy was so drunk and he was so belligerent, he got angry at the cop that was, checking him in for whatever. And he reached over and grabbed the mouse of the guy's computer and erased the whole fucking report, which just fucking pissed the guy off big time. You don't do that to a cop. So this guy, he did that. He reached over. He's like, I'm going to get you. And he reached over and
he just started banging on the keys.
He did. He erased the whole report. So he got, not only did he get DWI.
Like, you know what? We can't arrest you now. Sorry.
Apparently he got, DWI, and then he got obstruction of justice, and then he got obstruction of computer use or some fucking bullshit charge. So this guy's like up the fucking river. And he had the breathalyzer costume on. At the very end of the whole thing, he rips the costume off and says, ha ha ha, I ripped the costume off now, fuckers. And he made no sense. Like, what are you doing?
There!
So it's
I did it!
It's exactly what he did.
Now what are you gonna do?
That's right. He threw a fit. Moth the Flame got it. He threw a fit and took his costume off. So there you go. There's the double breathalyzer story for the week. So I'm done, and you're done.
So this is actually a story very close to my heart. A man sues Axe body spray after he failed.
It's another story. That's another one of mine. You fucking asshole. You stole two of my stories. Asshole. You're such an asshole. That's my next story.
Apparently, a luckless Indian Romeo is suing Lynx, which is a company that makes Axe body spray, after he failed to land a single girlfriend during 7 years of using their products.
Classic.
He's actually seeking 26,000 pounds, which is what, $7 in American, from a parent company Unilever, from the depression and psychological damage caused by the lack of any getting laid that happened with him. So
I love it. That's my story, but I love it anyway. Those are great commercials, though.
Funny. It's like you see those commercials, and they're like the kid's like, and he's like banging some chick, right? So I mean, it's probably false advertising. He'll probably get $1 million.
All right, I got one for you. I don't know how real this is. I mean, the pictures look pretty damn real to me, but here we go. You got a doctor, and he quoted, "I built myself a wife." So he's a plastic surgeon, and he's told this newspaper how he chose a dowdy girl.
404 error.
Oh my! It's your fucking computer. I'm looking at it right now on my screen. I will copy the whole fucking article once again.
You don't even know how to like copy links, do
Dude,
you?
I'm fucking on the screen. I will do it again. I'm copying. I'm pasting. I'm going to read the article. Obviously, it's on my screen. There it is right there. Once again, Sam says it's good. Everybody else says they see it. So I'll read it to you. It doesn't matter. A plastic surgeon is told how he chose a dowdy girl as his bride. I guess dowdy means like a, like a mousy kind of girl. Not
Goofy?
so hot. Not so hot. But he wanted to sculpt this chick into his perfect wife. So apparently, this fucking plastic surgeon got this girl, and he performed 8 operations. He changed her chest, thighs, eyes, and face. 5 years of pumping 1,600 grams of silicone into her body, boosting her size A chest to a giant F cup. Yeah. He enhanced her lips, lifted her eyelids, and decreased her forehead. Look at the picture. Have you seen the pictures now?
Yeah.
Look at the pictures before and after. She had nip and tuck. She had tummy and thighs and Botox injection.
2005 and then 2000 and then the other one.
I mean, look at this chick now. I mean, that's quite a difference. Look at the boobs on that one. I mean, really. She loves the new image. She's a model, I guess, now, whatever. And you're married to a plastic surgeon, but he's done 8 operations on this chick just to make her what he wanted to make her.
God, that's
I mean, that's beautiful. I'm going back to fucking doctor school. That's all I know.
Going back to doctor school.
Yeah, I dropped out the first week, but I'm going back. So I want to build a perfect woman like that.
So how many of you guys have an iPhone?
Not me. I don't believe in it.
There's probably a few things out there that you probably do that probably waste a lot of time. Like maybe reading Google Reader all day long.
Games. Don't even say it's games.
Well, this is probably the best thing that I've ever heard before. This is for all you people. This is what Red Leader is going to be doing in the coming up weeks at home.
Cleaning
alone.
windshields on the corner in New York City?
No, even better than that.
Working at the pretzel store?
It is a game that actually challenges you to tap the screen 1 million times.
How many pretzels can you make in an hour? While the customers are waiting for them?
So the million tap challenge allows you to, for 99 cents, it has a blank screen, and the objective is tap the screen 1 million times.
So stupid.
And then it tells you when you've actually hit their phone 1 million times. So there you go, Red Leader. That one's for you.
See, that's funny because I had a Red Leader story too. It's the new iPhone app that finds him a job for 99 cents. He's
gonna be in the middle of taking. Hello, can I take your order?
Yeah, it just finds all the local jobs and puts them on your screen, and then you can choose which one he should go work at for 99 cents. It's a great application. So it's not anything about photography, whatever. He's a professional photographer, I guess. Man, he's in our crosshairs tonight, man. There's no getting off of him tonight. I don't know why we're just fucking railing him tonight. Whatever. It's going to be our turn soon. I'm sure the tables are turned, and I'm sure I'm going to be in his sight, so it's fine. Whatever. I got another story for you, Dr. Seuss. Are your kids geniuses?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, if they're not, you need to demand a refund because remember Walt Disney? They had a whole bunch of videos out where they're on TV all the time, where they say your baby can be a genius if you buy these DVDs.
Oh yeah, Baby Genius.
Baby Genius.
Guess what?
What?
It's you can't find it.
You are an idiot.
Know what it is? When you click on the link in the chat room in the Ustream, it adds a percent sign at the end.
Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I
It's
can't
fine.
change that. How can I do that? I have nothing to do with that.
So they're suing Baby Genius because your kids are not geniuses.
Yes, they're saying. I guess somebody actually is. They have a lawsuit in place right now. Where is the story here?
Did your mother ever get the money back that she tried to get from you?
$13 they got back. But Disney was threatened with litigation when they claimed that the videos raised the intelligence of babies, so they had to come clean. Just like the fairy tales selling their promise of princes and happily ever afters, Disney will not make your baby geniuses. It's just not going to work. So I guess
that money,
everybody that
away.
has bought these stupid tapes is due a refund of $15.99. So anybody out there, if you actually bought these stupid tapes, you are owed $16. You might as well take advantage of it. So there you go. Good job.
I'll get him $16.
Don't forget backward stories. We're running. I'm running out of stories. I don't know about you, but we love the back.
So everybody's seen this,
What?
and obviously you can't do videos,
No,
right?
not for the podcast.
So not for the podcast, but this is a really funny video, and it was actually on the news tonight. So it's kind of funny that I stumbled across this, and then I found the news.
Just
It was
explain
the,
it. It's funny. They'll
How many
get
people
it.
have you seen the forklift accident?
I love it. I think
Anybody
it was the
seen
funniest
this?
thing I've ever
It
seen.
was in like a Russian warehouse. It looks totally innocuous. I'm going to put the link in the chat room, and I'll try to walk you through this. It's just like a security camera in a Russian warehouse, and there's a bunch of crap on the shelves, and there's like a little yellow forklift, and he moves over to the right, and there's another little forklift coming over really slowly, to the left hand side, and then it goes fast and it slams into the side of this thing. So all of a sudden, it like the thing starts to buckle, and you think, oh, that sucks. He kind of dented the scaffolding. Well, no, the whole fucking thing falls down on top of this forklift, and then it hits the other side, and then the other side falls down on top of it. And apparently, this is an entire thing that's filled with vodka.
Oh, I didn't know that part of it. You never said anything about that.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
$250,000 of vodka.
I didn't know there was a vodka. I thought they were just like empty. They looked like the empty fucking boxes. I didn't know there were vodka
No.
in there. It was Lord O'Seller. They're saying in the chat room. That's a good.
But what's amazing about this, it sort of just looks like I mean, it didn't seem like it was going to be that big of a deal. Like this forklift just kind of like zings along, and it goes a little bit faster than it should, and kind of like bumps into it, and it kind of buckles a little bit. But then the momentum just takes the whole thing down, and it slams. Yeah, it's just
It's
amazing.
pretty
And then
incredible.
both sides come crashing down on top of this forklift, and then they're like trying to dig the guy out and shit.
It's
like
pretty fucked
brutal.
up. I mean, seriously. It's not as fucked up as my next story, which I guess is not going to work because there's going to be ampersands and all kinds of shit in there.
Ampersands.
But I'll try it. I'd wash my mouth out with it if I could. It's actually bacon soap. Now, don't forget. Do you know what soap is? What's soap made out of, Dr. Seuss? Think about it.
Well, it's made out of pig's fat.
Exactly. But they said you can make anything out of, any soap can be made out of any fat. So somebody came up with the idea, well, we'll just make bacon, bacon fat and put it in the soap. And you can actually eat the soap and it tastes like bacon. So basically, you can make this shit yourself. You can go in the shower and have some bacon soap and eat it when you're done, I guess. I don't know. We used to do bacon stories. I'm not sure why, but I love the bacon
We
stories.
love
So.
bacon.
Bacon soap, I guess you can make it yourself, so I can't even give you a price. You just make it yourself. So
It's funny too because I actually was reading an article in Wired magazine. They're talking about like what's in soap, and all soap is exactly the same. It has one ingredient. So I started looking for it, and it's some big long, chemical name. It's like flotty fla 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 fla. But you look at all the soap, and it's all the same. What
Yeah,
makes
it's
it
all-
soap is
I
this
don't
one
know.
ingredient, and it's all exactly the same. The rest of it's just like smelly stuff.
all right, well that's my bacon flavored. I would just love to be in the shower, like you're soaping, and then like you're done. Like, what do I do with the soap now? And you just start
Yeah,
eating
sodium lauryl sulfate. That's basically what it is. That's all it is.
it. Just start eating it. All right, go
yummy.
ahead. We need some show titles, by the way, people in the chat room. We have like one show title for the whole fucking night. We need 4. We need 3 more. So please, go ahead, Dr. Seuss. It's your story.
All right, let's see here. This was an interesting thing. There's not really a story about it, but basically somebody snapped all these pictures going down this highway. And basically what it says, there's a picture. It says, somebody made a giant sign that says, Jennifer.
Okay.
And then they traveled a little bit further down the road. It says, will you marry me?
Okay.
And then a little further down the road, it says, just kidding. I'm
Ah.
breaking up with you is the next sign. And the very last sign says, you have 6 days to move out.
Get the fuck out of here. Prove it. I want proof right now.
All right,
I
let
need
me-
to see a
yeah.
link. That's just not right. No, there's something. That's
No,
that's
it's
I don't
what
know.
it is. It's very.
Where'd
so
you
check-
what's
check- look
where'd
at
you
those
see
pictures in there.
this? Hold on. Let me see that. Chat room, please get on top of this. They look real. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad shit, man. I don't know. That could be fake though.
So,
for
like,
very
Jennifer,
easily.
will you marry me? Just kidding. I mean, imagine just being like, there's like 50 Jennifers on the side of the road that have boyfriends,
Oh,
and they're
that's
all like,
awful.
"What the what?"
That's fucked up. It's true. I don't know. It could be real. It could be fake. It's funny though. Nonetheless, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Oh shit.
But think about like on a road, like on an average day, how many women named Jennifer have a boyfriend that thinking about proposing to?
Yeah, that's
Or
the funny
boyfriend.
part.
So maybe like 50 Jennifers get home and are like, "Fuck you," and they all move out. And this one, like, what if you're like the dude, like you're dating this girl Jennifer, and maybe you guys got into an argument, and you come home and she fucking trashed your house and everything, you can't figure it out. And she's like, "You did that sign, you fucking fucker!" And you're like, "I didn't do the sign." What
That
the
is good.
frig?
That
That
is
would
good.
suck. You wouldn't even know, you know.
Oh shit. All right. This is an older story, but
Lisa May.
at least Amazing here, Laura's in here, everybody's in here. This is an older story, but I didn't get to it last time because we ran out of time. But for sale, military assault hovercraft, weapons included, and it's also in good condition, so you can pretty much buy this if you want to. It's a 179-foot Excelsior class military assault hovercraft for $69 million. It's actually fully armed. I mean, you can walk into this thing, put your key in there, and just push buttons and start launching missiles. It's completely armed to the tooth. It can carry 140 people and 3 T-80 heavy Soviet tanks. So, they're just kicking around. They just really want to get rid of this thing. And delivery is in 4 to 5 days. I'm sorry, months. I'm not days.
And after they blow up your house.
So right. you get. I mean, look at this thing. It's really nice looking. We could do the show from that thing if we really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean,
it's got troop compartments, and we could
actually get in that and just go around in places.
Exactly, go to all the different cities that that love us so much, and it's got a navigation, electronic systems all in place. So pretty much just put the key. It's a turnkey system with the missiles and everything. So I don't know. I'm wondering why doesn't Al Qaeda buy that? It just seems like they would just there you go, we're done.
Hey, hello, yeah, it's me, Al Qaeda.
Al.
Yeah, so I was looking about buying in there's hovercrafts, right? Yeah. No, you can keep the missiles on there. You'll use them for target practices.
All right, I just changed my name. I changed my name to Al Qaeda. But go ahead.
Right.
Oh, I can't change my name to that because somebody else already has that. Fuck. Go ahead. It's your story. I'll fix that.
Here is probably one of the funniest things that I've seen on Craigslist, and it's just a picture. It is free yard leaves. Free yard leaves, mostly maple, some oak, and walnut, 3 acres worth. You collect and haul. We'll have
That's
a few
awesome.
more in a few. We'll have more in a few weeks.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
This is out of the Pittsburgh Craigslist. So I'm so curious if somebody actually went down there and yeah, man, we can get some leaves, man. All we want.
Why is there not a phone
For
call?
free.
Is that a phony phone call waiting to happen? Could you work that into a phone call some other way? You could call any business and just say, are you guys selling leaves? Do you have leaves outside? You could probably do that if you really tried.
Yeah,
that's good.
Actually, that'd be kind of funny. You call them up and be like, yeah, well, I play top dollar for leaves. How much you guys willing to sell?
That's funny. We need show titles, people. I'll say it again. We have no show titles. We've got 1. We need 3 more. What do I got? Oh, shit. Do I have any stories left? Let's see. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see here. We did that one last time. Oh, this is kind of ridiculous. This is a Slashdot story. Singer in grocery store is ordered to pay royalties. So there was an assistant at a grocery store in, I'm going to try to get this right, Clackmannshire, Scotland, which is where Tabby Guy lives, I believe. They were ordered by the Performing Rights Society, the PRS, to obtain a performer's license and to pay royalties because she was informally singing popular songs while she was stocking the groceries. So that's our what's our government body that does all that shit?
Hey baby, I want you to know it's true.
But you can't do that over there. They're not public domain.
No, singing.
Yeah, Red Leader says it. You can't sing that shit. And then they finally backed down and apologized. But they went into this fucking store and heard this fucking lady. And this is the same store where they went before and had them turn the fucking radio off. The same government body said you can't play the radio in this store because you do not pay a royalty fee to play that radio. So she turns the radio off and she sings the songs, and then they fucking get her again. Now she's got to pay them. She's like, oh, whatever. So they came back and said, oh, we're sorry. Whatever.
So this story is let's see here. I wonder if I could do this. All right. Let me try to read this one backwards.
Backwards story, everybody. Please explain to the new people, because some people have no idea what this is all about, for the brand new people here.
All right, so basically what I do is I take a couple of the first paragraphs of a story, and then you have to try to figure out what the story is about.
But he reads it backwards. He doesn't read it forward, so you got to listen very closely, and then you guys got to guess what the story is. And then he'll read it. Right. He'll read it forwards. Go ahead.
Right, here we go. Ready? $billion, 1.26 one day. Big one day. One man, Wisconsin, the butt. Dubious accusations there calls PepsiCo. Lawsuit ridiculous a bit like a sounds it. Pepsi to a long secrets trade those past distributors, that and 1981 in idea of the bout distributors with discussions confidential had they that claim they. Water purified, sell and bottling the idea that stealing for a year earlier, PepsiCo sued Wisconsin of Boyd James and Joyce Charles. Penny Pretty, it had cost Aquafina brand of water purified. PepsiCo's Journal Law National Love reports month a rough after having PepsiCo one of the about laugh can drinkers Pepsi Cola fruit.
I'm so lost. Oh, the train. I hear the train. Did I hear the train? I thought I did.
There's a train.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard Aquafina and Pepsi, and I know they're the same company, but I have no idea. Look at the chat room and see if they have any. Oh, Red Leader always gets these. Does he got it tonight? Read Red Leader's thing in there.
Pepsi sued distributors about confident discussions about water. No,
that's not it. So he didn't get it tonight. So I have no. I have no idea. I'm so lost on that one. I heard Aquafina and water and Pepsi.
All right. So, a legal secretary of the day. Pepsi's $1.6 billion mistake.
I had that story.
Faithful Coca-Cola drinkers can laugh about this one. PepsiCo is having a rough month, reports the National Law Journal. PepsiCo's purified water brand, Aquafina, has cost it a pretty penny. Charles Joyce and James Voigt of Wisconsin sued PepsiCo earlier this year for stealing their idea of bottling and selling purified water. They claim they had confidential discussion with distributors about the idea in 1981 and that distributors passed on those trade secrets along to Pepsi. It sounds like a bit of a ridiculous lawsuit. PepsiCo calls their accusations dubious. But the Wisconsin men won. They won big. They won $1.26 billion.
Unbelievable.
And how did they win? By default judgment. The PepsiCo's lawyers never responded to the complaint, and the judge awarded the Wisconsin plaintiffs the default judgment. Why did PepsiCo never respond? Apparently, the legal secretary, Kathy Henry, didn't fill out the proper paperwork in time and basically screwed them out of $1.26 billion.
That's amazing. And so she just was not paying attention. I guess they're going to overturn it or some shit like that, but she was just not paying attention at all. It's $1 billion. That's $1 billion fucking dollars.
So that's
ridiculous.
You know, of course, Pepsi's going to countersue and all other stuff, but I just wanted to it just makes you want to go sue somebody for like $8,000 and just see if they go for it, and if they don't,
forget about it and they miss it, and they'll hopefully be there. Yeah, it's a good one. I had that story too. I don't know. You stole like 6 of my stories tonight, but you don't have this one though. Yeah, I did have that one too. Dr. Seuss, what happens when you die? Where's your final resting place going to be?
Probably here in the garage.
Okay, well that's good because I'm going to be able to buy you a casket because now Walmart is selling caskets for $999. So it's going to be very easy to bury you in the garage with this casket because I couldn't afford, $2,000 or $3,000. I could do $1,000 for you, I think. Or we'll just bury in the backyard next to the dog, one or the other. I mean, whatever.
And the cats.
So apparently Walmart's been disruptive to a number of industries, from local retailers to grocery stores. They do wine too. Don't they sell wine now as well?
Not in New York.
Not in New York, but they do in general.
Oh, yeah.
I guess now they decided they want to get into the casket business. So you can buy your own casket right at Walmart's for $999. So there you go. I love it. Get me one there, will you, please?
All right.
Don't spend $1 more either.
No.
A bottle of Kahlua is all I ask for on top of that. So it's be $999 plus $20 for the bottle.
So this is an epic fail from the fail blog people.
Yep.
It's a funny story. Father to be misses birth of his son. Guess why?
Why?
After being arrested for grabbing the nurse's boobs on the way to the delivery room.
Wait, who did that? The kid or the guy?
The husband.
He did what? How did he get away with that? They start over again. Hold on. Start over again.
He didn't get away with it.
Oh, okay. So he walked up and did he cup them or did he grab them from behind? Like, how did he?
A father missed the birth of his first son after being arrested for groping a nurse on the way to the delivery room.
Wow,
Police
that's
said
4
Adam
ones.
Manning sexually assaulted a nurse as she wheeled his wife into the delivery room. The 30-year-old told the nurse that she was cute and reached around to grab her breasts.
You don't do that. You just don't do that unless you're 4 ones.
He commented on how attractive she was, how cute she was. After the second time, the nurse asked what he was doing. The wife responded that he was just drunk.
So at the baby's birth?
And on his way to his first son being born.
Oh, that's bad. That's a real class act that Randy says in the chat room. All right, I got a backwards story, I guess. I'll try one. Because you haven't done it yet. I'm sure you're going to steal this story in a second now. But all right, I'm going to start from the 3rd paragraph down. I'll work my way backwards. So you guys got to guess what it is. Here we go. I'm not reading the headline first. I'm going to read the paragraphs first, then I'll get right to the headline at the end. So here we go. Seat-powered rocket his on sky the into meters 100 blasted himself, found and lever eject the pulled. Inadvertently had he legs between is between handles striped yellow and black, the grabbing after space into and canopy, perspex, the through smashing cockpit, the out. Hurtling himself found principle that obey to failed who man a. I think that's all I need. You got to have that, right?
So a guy
Yeah.
got into a plane
Yeah.
and pulled the lever accidentally and was shot out of the cockpit.
Absolutely
smashed to the
correct.
ground.
You and Red Leader, once again, are on the ball. I will give you the whole link here. You can check it out. It's a great story, but here it is. Passenger survives incident while flying with a pilot from South Africa's Silver Falcons Air Display Team. So apparently this guy was fucking around in the back seat. He got a special ride in one of these, like it's like a Blue Angels jet. And he's fucking around. He grabs the thing and he's fucking blasting himself right out of the plane. And he was fine. The pilots and shit said people usually don't, that just usually doesn't happen. Once you do that, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you're going to die. Because your body has to be in a certain position when that thing goes off. And
Right.
he's like, somehow this guy just nailed it. And he was like, fine. He walked right away with it. Everybody landed safely. Nobody died. But he said, usually if that ever happened to anybody else, you'd be dead instantaneously. You break your fucking neck doing that shit. So good job.
Thank you very much.
So
All
it's
right,
back
let's
to
see
you.
what I got here.
I'm running out. I have nothing
See,
left.
this is another funny video, but I can't do this.
Oh, stop with the videos.
So you have to see this. This story is an interesting story, but you have to see the picture.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, podcast listeners, you can't see this, but you just have to see the picture. Hideous rodent may provide cure to cancer. So listen to this. Listen to what this animal does.
Go
right?
ahead.
Take a look at the picture real quick.
Hold on. Let me see what we got. Loading. Hideous rodent may provide cure for cancer. What the fuck is that? What is that picture? It looks like a seal. All right, what is
Well,
okay?
this
continue.
is a naked mole rat.
All right.
Naked mole rats are unique in many ways. For one, they're the only mammals with a hive mind. obeying
Naked
their
mole
queen as if
rats?
they were ants.
Wait, what do you
Yes.
say? A naked mole rat?
Naked mole rat.
Oh,
well,
mole.
that's actually bald mole rat. That's what Red Leader is.
All right, bald.
He
That's
just
a show title.
Wanders around malls with his bald head. He has
Bald
nothing to do.
mole rat. All right, good.
Naked mole rats are quite unique in many ways. For one, they are only mammals to have a hive mind, obeying the queen as if they were ants. Also, they feel no pain, an adaptation that is not fully understood. But most importantly for us, they're the only animals that don't get cancer. So this goes on and on and on and on and on about naked mole rats and everything else. But you just have to look at that. But the another interesting thing is that some other mole rats, facts, their lips are behind their front teeth. They breathe mostly through their skin, and acid doesn't really burn them. And they don't know why, but they think that they're aliens. So that's pretty much what's going on. But they look like penises with arms.
They do look like little penises. They look. That does look like little penises. Holy shit! You got it. There you go. Naked mole rats.
Naked mall rats. That's what it is. That sounds like a.
I like two show titles. I like bald mall rats and naked
Bald
mall
mall
rats.
rats.
So I'm gonna let them vote it off. I'm not sure which one I like better. So, Malt the Flame. There's two. We'll just vote. You guys can vote it all. Whatever. Oh shit! I don't know if I have any stories left here. I think I'm out. Let me see. Oh, I got one left. I can stretch one more. So Dr. Seuss, where we have the big swine flu fear. Everybody's got swine flu.
I
blah.
have swine.
You
flu.
have it. Everybody has it. I have it. Malt the Flame has it. Sam has it. Everybody has it. But apparently on this train, I'll put the link in there. On a subway in New York City, apparently somebody did have it. And violence struck a southbound D train Monday morning after two women got into an argument over one's refusal to cover her mouth while coughing. It ended with her spitting on the other, a punch, and the second woman dragging the first woman off the floor of the car by her hair. So apparently this one chick had swine.
That link doesn't work either, asshole.
Oh my god, you are so retarded. I'm gonna copy and paste the whole fucking story again.
Worst.
This only happened tonight. Why is it only happening tonight? There it is, right
No,
there.
it happened last week too, if you remember.
So apparently this one chick, I guess, had swine flu, but they don't really say if she did. But I think this one other girl thought that she had it, and she asked her to stop coughing on everybody. Please just put your arm up there or whatever. When she refused, this lady just fucking cut into her. She spit on her, she punched her, and she just dragged her right the fuck out of the car, right by her hair, and moved right along with her life. So there you go. That's all I got. I have no other stories. I think I'm done. Actually, I have one more after that, but you can go.
I have a great fail
I hope
picture,
so.
and I don't.
Oh,
The
he's
only
not.
thing that's really bad about this fail picture
What?
is that I think it's a real site. It's
Let me see.
AmishOnlineDating.com.
Let me see. Hold
A
on.
flower along the graveled pathway. The creepiest thing is the fucking bearded guy with the Amish hat, and then the Amish people pushing a baby.
All right. The
And
first
then
thing
they have like
let
the
me
hot
say.
Amish
Hold
guy
on.
with the sunglasses on.
All right. The first thing I noticed is the guy with the big beard that says "fail" on his beard.
Yeah,
That is 4 1s.
that is 4 1s,
His
isn't it?
face is
4 1s
four
with beard.
ones. That's 4 1s with the beard. I would say this is real because it's not over the top. It's actually it's done in a very polite way. I think this is a real thing. Yeah, I think it is a real thing.
AmishDatingOnline.com.
And it's got legal information down below the picture. If you look down at the very bottom, there's like all rights reserved, terms and conditions. That's a real thing. I think it really is.
Amish Online Dating.
And 4 1s is right there, very prominently placed right on the front page. It is stupid, but yeah, that's
It is a real site.
That's real.
Look at it. There it is.
He just loaded it. Amish-online-dating.com. But look at
There
the
it
little
is.
dot. They put a little heart there for the
I'm
dot.
gonna get some.
You're gonna get some? Whatever.
I'm gonna get myself some fucking Amish chicks.
That's 4 1s right there on the front
And
page.
look at the guy. There's Ezekiel Braun.
I'm not looking. I refuse.
Ezekiel Braun. He's got mustaches off to, and then there's Shelby Renee. She's online right
Stop
now.
it.
You
I'm
can
not
talk to her,
looking.
milk some cattle with her.
We're ready to end the show, in 2 minutes. So, Dr. Seuss, I have a question for you. All right, let's say you're in bed with your wife.
How about, all right, go ahead.
What? I say, I'm going to ask you a question. You're in bed with your wife. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're both sort of sleeping, or actually, she's sleeping legitimately.
All right.
And you have a little idea, like, I'm just going to, I feel a little amorous. Exactly. Now, there's actually a real. Are you awake or are you asleep when you do this?
Yeah, you're awake.
All right. Well, there's actually, for people who are not awake, there's a real condition. There's a medical condition. It's called sexnomnia. I can't even say it. Sexomnia. It's like insomnia, but it's like sex.
What if you do it to yourself?
Well, that doesn't count.
That's all I do.
This is a legitimate medical disorder. It's called sleep sex or sexomnia. That's a good show title right there, sexomnia. And apparently people have this, like where they'll just, they'll sort of wake up in the middle of the night and they'll just start like having sex with the person that's in bed with them for no good reason, but they're sleeping. It's like sleepwalking.
I do that to the cat every once in a while.
It's like a real thing. They've actually proven, these doctors have proven this is a real fucking thing. And apparently there's there's a lot of guys that go to jail for this. They wake up in the middle of the night and they try to have sex with whoever's in bed with them, and they go to jail because they think they're getting raped, but they have no control.
Get off me. Dude, seriously, it doesn't fit there.
They said medical professionals know that this is a real condition, but they're afraid to acknowledge it because they think that it's it's just not real, but it's a real thing. And so Ellie's
done that. She's actually had sex in her sleep.
Lisa May, I'm sure, has been more than a couple times with the sexomnia. Can we use that as a show title or what? Sexomnia?
I have sleepwalking sexomnia, where I just walk around and have sex with inanimate objects.
All right, I'll take that. Sleepwalking sexomnia. I'll put the whole thing together.
I think I want to have sexomnia.
I do too. That's really so awesome. Sleepwalking. Hold on, walking. Sexomnia. So if you have anything left, go for it. If not, I have nothing.
Did you see the letter that Schwarzenegger sent to the California legislature?
Explain that. That's a great idea. It's a great story, great idea.
And I've seen this before in other ventures, but basically, Arnold Schwarzenegger wrote a letter, basically, telling them they're not going to sign the bill. And essentially, what he did is that he wrote it in such a fashion, or one of his aides did, but basically, the first line of the sentence starts with "for." The second line starts with "unnecessary." Third line starts with "care." The fourth line starts with "K," and then it starts another paragraph. That first line starts with a Y. The second one starts with an O, and the last one starts with U. So basically, in this letter, in 2 paragraphs, he basically says "fuck you."
Yeah, I've just duplicated it in the chat room. Look in the chat room. I've actually laid out the way he did it. Except his has actually whole words in there.
I'll read it for you. It says, I am returning Assembly Bill 1176 without my signature. For some time now, I have lamented the fact that major issues are overlooked while many unnecessary bills come to me for consideration. Water reform, prison reform, and health care are major issues my administration has brought to the table. But legislation just kicks the can down the alley. Yet another legislature year has come and gone without major reforms Californians overwhelmingly deserve. In light of this, after careful consideration, I believe it is unnecessary to sign this measure at this time. Sincerely, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's
So,
classic.
very good Terminator. I thought that was very funny.
Do you think could he become president or not? No chance.
I don't think he can because I think he wasn't born here.
Well,
you have to be born here to be president. You
Barack,
can be, whatever, but you can't. You can be governorship. You can't do that.
Barack Obama he wasn't born here, was he?
Yeah.
Where the fuck was he born?
Tennessee. I don't know.
He was not born in Tennessee. Chat room, where's Barack Obama born, please?
He was born in California.
So Lil Ninjet actually broke that down and says that's actually a legitimate acrostic poem. I guess that's a real thing. Acrostic poem.
Yeah, prostate poem. I love those.
Prostate poem. Oh, there's a show title. Prostate poems. Hold on. Prostate.
Hey, there's Sarasm.
Sarasm. No, he's not Sarasm anymore. What is he now? He's Sim now. He can't be Sarasm anymore. He's lost that title. He's been promoted. Title. He's now Sim. So what was it? Prostrate? How do you spell that? P-R-O-S-T?
Prostate.
Prostate. What was it? Poems. I love that. All right, I love it. He was born in Hawaii? I didn't know that. Holy shit. Do you have anything left? Because I have zero. I have no stories that I can share with you. I'm just done. I have nothing
How
left.
about the robbery fail?
Robbery
on
fail.
Halloween.
I don't know. You want some Halloween music?
Yeah, really,
right,
I do.
Hold on. Or do you want cops music?
Iowa, painted faces give men away. Police had no trouble identifying two men accused of trying to break into a Carroll apartment. Police were responding to a call about an attempted burglary when they pulled the car over, matching the alleged suspect's vehicle. Inside the car, officers found two men with their faces blackened with permanent marker.
Okay. I'm not sure this is not really Halloween. How is this Halloween related?
It happened on Halloween.
Oh, well then, that doesn't... I can play the cops theme for that matter.
So, they're like, oh, we're going to rob this place, but we don't have masks. Here, just take this magic marker and run it all over your face.
That's
and then
awful.
They try to get away. Okay, take off the magic marker. I can't.
It's stupid.
Permanent magic marker. And they caught him.
Hey, Ellie's in there talking about Android. Androids or Android or some shit.
Yeah, androids. I heard.
We love the Android.
Yes, I am an android.
We love it.
Love robots.
I've got no stories. Are you done? Are we done? We got 42 minutes. I'll take it. I'll take it done. Unless you got more shit. I can go all night.
Not for me, because I have to go because I can't breathe at all.
All right, you can't breathe, so that's fine. So
I got snots running down my nose.
There's the closing theme. Dr. Seuss, please take us out one last time.
Thank you for listening to the Tuesday Night Tank Show. It was our sincerest pleasure to have all of you here. This is your host, Bill Dr. Seuss Susie, and Mr. Mark H. Delft. The show can be seen every week on Ustream.tv, and the podcast can be downloaded on the iTunes Music Store for $3.99 an episode.
So podcast listeners, if you want to see all the stories and see all the pictures, you have to come here live because there's like a whole 31 people here. I mean, it's just amazing. Just so many people here. That's it. We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yay!
We're not really leaving per se. We're just stopping the recording. So everybody in the chat room, just chill out. We'll play some games, and Dr. Seuss will take his boobs out and everything before he goes to bed. So we'll be back shortly, momentarily, and you guys can vote on the show titles. That's it. We're done.